What's going on, guys? Pete with Auto Repair Tips. In this video I got a 13 Mitsubishi Outlander, and here's the story behind this one here. There's always a story behind every car, right? The lady kept putting Freon in for the past couple years. She said she'd get 3 or 4 weeks out of it, sometimes a month, maybe more. Then it would run out of Freon. So she made it through the winter time and she brought it to me today to look at, and I looked at the vehicle, and what I found was kind of hard to get you guys down in there, but I'll tell you what I found. I did an evac on it, pulled it down, got it at 0, did a leak test on it for like a 20-minute leak test, I think it was. It didn't leak at all. I put Freon back in the vehicle, started it up, turned the AC on, and while the AC was running, I took my sniffer and sniffed all around. And what I found was, on the AC compressor, as it was running, every once in a while, it would throw Freon out by the compressor, very little bit. And my sniffer would pick it up and of course go off. So I called her up and told her, I said, basically your compressor's leaking. Nowadays, we used to put clutches in it years ago. I got away from doing that. It's just, you're just asking for trouble, and that's something you're gonna have to trust me on. I mean, you may be that one lucky guy that goes out there, or girl, and puts a clutch on a compressor and it works. It just doesn't happen like that. Not all the time. In this type of industry, you're better off just replacing the whole compressor. So what we're gonna do is, in this video, we're gonna replace the compressor, the receiver dryer. The receiver dryer comes in the condenser, so you're gonna buy a whole condenser. It's cheaper to do that than it is to try to build that receiver dryer. And it has an expansion valve. So we're gonna go AC compressor, expansion valve, and a receiver dryer, all in one video. All right, let's get into it. All right, but before we get into the video, I was gonna tell you guys an update on my new grandson. He has gained over a pound now, looking good. He's got a lot of milk bumps though around his eyeball for some eyeball reason. They're not sure if it's a reaction to something he's eating, which is being breastfed, that's all he's eating, or maybe like lotion or something like that. But other than that, he's doing great. And one more thing I want to show you, check this out. Check out the 67 Camaro, looking good. Those are the rims the guy went with. We're putting the fenders on now. There's the LS3 engine in it. Looking sweet. We're going to tuck all the hoses behind the fender well over here. All the wiring's going to be tucked. And then he has a fabricator that's a friend of his. He's going to fabricate some panels in here to help hide everything. And we purchased a cover that would go over top of that to hide all of this. So it's pretty much going to be like a, you're not going to be able to see any wiring when we're done. You might see something, but not a whole lot. But it's looking really good now. Now we just got these hinges my brother's getting ready to put on. And these hinges, believe it or not, I want to say they were in the upper neighborhood of like $1,000+ for these 2 hinges. But they are a way to go when you're doing an older car like this. Just stay away from the spring hinges. If you're building a car, it's worth the money. Especially when you're building one like this guy here. He has done a phenomenal job picking out things, and from the color down to the wheels, it looks freaking badass. That's all I can tell you. All right, first thing we're going to do is remove the tire, the inner splash shield, and a little bit of the lower splash shield. I'm one of them guys though, I'll take off extra stuff just to make it more accessible, even if it's an extra 15 minutes, because my personal opinion, in the long run, it just saves time. All right, looking at it, somebody's already been in here because this screw over here is pulled through. This is just kind of hanging there with these kind of clips on it. And there's probably, I don't know, half dozen clips and maybe a couple of screws. What makes me wonder, maybe somebody already attempted to repair on this and then decided not to do it. Oh. Dummy me, it's plastic, it ain't gonna stick. You guys ever notice the more expensive the car, the less metal they use? It's loaded with plastic clips. It's funny, we work on a lot of newer Ford pickup trucks. I mean, they're pretty strong and everything, but oh my God, the amount of clips that holds them suckers together is just crazy. Well, we had one Phillips head so far. What's up there? Missing one there, missing one there, missing one here. We got one right there. Whenever I find one that's missing a bunch of clips and screws, if it's possible, when I go back and put it together, I try to, replace as many as I can. And we can't forget the 10 millimeter, gotta have that. Gotta have at least 110. .110 and 1/8. And think about it. By them doing that, they can honestly say, our fender liners are held on with metal fasteners. And you probably didn't have to take that off, but again, it's just my preference. But that's where we're getting to right there. All right, let me raise it up. Let's go ahead and get the rest of that off the bottom there, and we'll see what's involved in getting that compressor off. So looking at it, looks like there's one push clip right here that we got to get out. Maybe two. This is all flapping here too. Look at this. Flappity flap. Nothing holding that in. I think I'm going to leave this one here alone. I say that. But then again, I got to get up in here where they get a screw out. Let's just get out of the way. Be done with it. All right, it's got about, I think 4 Phillips heads. And the rest are push. And if they break, one thing we carry is a lasting supply of clips around here. I've definitely learned over the years. It is well worth it. We got a guy that comes by, I don't know, once or twice a month and supplies us with clips and things. Like I said, you could probably get it out without taking this down. I just want to. My bad. Two things: make it a little bit easier for you guys to see what I'm doing, and make it easier for me to see what I'm doing. No man left behind, right? All right, let's get a better view here. So looking at the view is well worth taking that extra splash shield off. It just makes life so much easier because you can get right here now. There's only 3 bolts that hold the compressor on. Looks like one tensioner. She needs a serpentine belt too. When I get it off, I'll show you what it looks like. It is cracked all to poop. Cracked all to poop. All right, let's go ahead and get the serpentine belt off. Come on. That's one way to get it off. Yeah, I'm sure there's an easier way. All right, so for now, I'm just going to tuck the belt out of the way. I don't have an approval to do that yet. So they look like about a 10. They're a 12. I think I need to get a thicker set of glasses. So this weekend we're headed out to Ocean City, Maryland. Volleyball tournament. Can't wait. Love watching them girls play. They're good, super good. We hadn't taken first yet this year. We've done second and a bunch of third and fourth, but they just play so well together. And there's always been that one little thing that's kind of caused us not to do well at the end. And Sunday's our worst day, but they do really well on Saturday. Need to finish it. Hopefully this weekend they will. We are, from what he was telling me, we're ranked, I think at like, I want to say 50, 49 or 50 teams. Our ranking is 4th. So that's not bad at all. So the one thing I like about the way they've done this, a lot of the foreign cars, the compressor, the aluminum bolts go right into a metal housing. And that is a pain in the booty to get off. We all know that. And half the time you end up stripping something and they strip on there and all kinds of crap. But this is aluminum going into aluminum. So they did a nice job on thinking this one through. I don't have any, the bolts came off really fairly easy. And I was too busy talking to you guys that I legitimately took off the wrong damn bolt. I took one out of here. That's all right. Good conversation, right? From where we are here, it's like 3 hours, 3.5, if you stop 3-4 times. All right, so I got interrupted. I forget where the heck I was at. Still taking these bolts off the compressor, I think. But anyway, you get sidetracked, come back to the camera, and I said, damn, where the hell was I at? There's old age kicking in there, baby. Just when I was talking good about it coming out easy, they're being a little bit of a pain. Oh, I know what I was talking about. We were talking about going to Ocean City, Maryland. Last year when we went, it was freezing, so I'm hoping for better weather this year. But it's nice out there. I don't know if any of y'all ever been out there, but if you ever get an opportunity, it's a great place to vacation. The bolts look like they're different sizes, so make sure you pay attention to the orientation of them. All right, we're gonna speed things along a little bit. Being as I got it broke loose, I'm gonna get my little 1/4-inch drive, get up there and see can I go any faster. I didn't take the lines off. I figured it'd be easier just to get it down, then get them off, than it'd be try to fight them while they're up there. And you know me, time to break out the electric one, right? What you call impatient sometimes. There we go. Three bolts. Let's see what's going on here now. Got one little electrical clip, get that unplugged. There we go. So this is one of these moments where I'm gonna take a little extra time. You probably don't have to take this bracket off, but I don't know. I feel like I'll be able to seat the AC lines better in the compressor if I get this little bracket out of the way, because see, it how much further it comes down now. and I can get right on those lines a lot easier. Again, it's just a preference. Not everybody has to do it like this, or not everybody will do it like that. It's just something I like to do. 'Cause anytime I can make my life easier, well worth it. And all it did was give me just a little more wiggle room. Stay. There is a bolt and a washer. And to be honest with you, looking at that bolt right there, there's a bolt and a washer that fell out. But looking at that bolt, to me, that does not look like a factory bolt. It sure does not. Damn, this bitch is stuck in there. They normally come right out. AC lines, when you take them off the bolt out, they normally pop right out. So now I'm beginning to question, what in the hell is up in there? Freaking Phillips head. I know I reached for that daggone flathead. Well, how the heck I ended up with that? Well, she's out. Definitely gonna go back with a new O-ring. As tight as that was coming out, I'm not gonna take any chances. Because if you look at it, she definitely smooshed and got a little cut right there. Probably because you just beat the hell out of it. Yeah. Holy crapola. Good thing for my cat-like reflexes. Did you see that? I was all over that shit. See, let me show you the difference. Someone has definitely been in this compressor before. Look at the head on that bolt compared to the head on that bolt. Come on, focus in on me. You see the difference? This is factory. This is somebody stuck some shit in there. So we're going to try to find the factory bolt and see if I can find something like that, because actually with a new compressor it'll probably come with 2 new bolts. We're going to go with them. But that's definitely, somebody's definitely been there before. So it's most likely a used compressor or an aftermarket compressor. All right, let's lower it down. Let's get that expansion valve out, and then we'll go on to the condenser. The condenser, I am pretty sure I got to pop off this front bumper to get it off, but that'll be Monday's project when I get back. But right now we probably should be able to get the expansion valve out. The expansion valve is located right behind this shield, so we need to get that shield off to get to the expansion valve. Come on. And you know I'm gonna try to use my electric ratchet if I can. Looks like about a 10 that holds it on, to be honest with you. And I'm right. Same kind of bolt that's supposed to hold on that AC line on that compressor. Allen head, baby. And I think it's an 8. It's an 8. Good Lord. Damn. I think that's a freaking overkill. Now, normally, I'm just getting ahead of myself. When I do one like this, I'll probably go with at least a 40-minute vacuum on it. Make sure there's no moisture at all inside this car. Not the car, inside the AC lines. You know what I mean. Stop judging me. Been a long week. My favorite pliers right here. Seems they're bad to the bone. And there you got it. One expansion valve. Just remember, like we talked about, when you're going back, every line gets a new O-ring. Also, a lot of people don't do that, but it's smart to flush your system. You got that? It's smart to flush your system. You can buy a can right at the drugstore. Now, you know, at the auto parts store, and it's pre-done for you. You just pop it in the lines. You don't have to waste the whole can in one line. You get a squirt in all the lines, then take your air hose, hook to it, and push it out. That way, if the compressor was coming apart at all, any debris that's in that line will get flushed out. All right, I think we're done for today. I'm going home and hit the road. Got about a 3-hour ride ahead of me. Catch you guys on Monday.